system. So just tell me if you can hear me properly. Hold on a second. Hello. Yeah, you should be able to hear me now properly a little bit. Hey Dhruv, yeah, you are the first one today, man. Welcome. Yeah, you are the first one. Let's go. Welcome YouTube viewers. So today what we'll be doing is that we'll be first of all discussing how I built this YouTube comment section and how I built the replies and how I did the UI and everything. So we'll discuss that. I did a little bit. I think I finished most of the backend part in the last video, but we'll be working on the UI, how I did that in this video because I changed it a little bit. So yeah, we'll be working on that. Is the audio okay, guys? Because there was some problem with the audio, so it kind of messed up. Is the audio okay? Because there is some delay, so I'll just write in the chat, is the audio okay or not? So yeah, so we'll be working on this comment system today, and we'll also be working on the subscription model and the pricing and everything, and we'll finish that off today, hopefully, but we'll see how much we can do that today. So Dhruv, welcome, you're the first one today, so yeah, awesome. Saumil, hello, welcome. Pritam, yes, welcome. Kaustubh, second, yeah man, you're the second today, welcome. Pritam, let's go, yeah, I'm here, no worries. Koda 45, not first, no worries man, no worries, but you're pretty close to first. Ahmed, I am from Algeria, welcome Ahmed. Pritam, yeah, Koda 45, I'm yeah, there's some rivalry going on between Dhruv and Koda 45. Hari, can you please let us explain the notifications? So if I built the notifications, then I will explain it. Audio is great, thank you Svensson, good to know. So yeah guys, that's what we'll be doing today, and I'll be starting in just a couple of minutes. I'm from Mirzapur. I don't believe you, Samuel, I don't believe you. Are you really? Ahmed, welcome. Okay, awesome. So yeah, we'll be working on a couple of things. So we'll be working on this sign up thing, the reply thing. So let me actually show it to you guys. So what we are going to do is we are going to ask a question. Is today's stream gonna be awesome? Question mark. Is it? So we're just gonna post it, and there should be a new, okay, it's being hidden by this bottom thing, but we'll fix that later. Let me see if I messed up somewhere. So just hold on a sec guys, I made some changes, so let me just have a look. If I made some changes inside my base.html, let me just fix that. Inside my body tag, maybe. Where's my body tag? Did I remove my body tag? Oh yeah, I just removed my body tag. Okay, all right, let's make sure that it's added back again. That's weird. Let's press enter now again, and okay, it's still messed up. Let's reload this. Alright, so I added this body tag back again, and let's scroll down, make sure that the body tag is there, and then look at this sticky footer. I think there was some padding over here, padding bottom, 15%, which I removed for some like testing and stuff. So let's add that back, and now it should be fine, I think, or not. What's happening? Padding bottom 15%. Did I make any other changes inside my body? Let's make sure that everywhere it's the same. So let's go to build with Python, and yeah, it's messing up everywhere. Man, that sucks. I don't know where I made changes. So it should be inside base.html, right? Because it's happening on every page. So let's actually debug this. So we have given a padding of py3. Welcome okay, yeah. Vinod, hey man, welcome. Hi, how are you doing today? I'm doing great, man. Divij, cannot see anything you are doing. What is body tag? I mean, it's just HTML, web development stuff, scientific hacker studio. What are you building? So I'm trying to build the build with Python's website. So currently we are doing pretty good, but today I think I messed up something, like while I was just testing out. Ishan, welcome back. So yeah, let's see where I messed it up. What we can also do is I can go back and look at the previous code that I had and just copy and paste that. That should fix everything, because I don't think so let's actually do that. So what I'm gonna do is, if you guys want the code of it, so today what I'll be discussing a lot of stuff. So it's better if you guys go and actually look at the code while I'm telling you the changes I made to like the comment section. It you guys might understand it a little bit better that way, right? Jayesh, let's build. Yeah, man, let's do it. So yeah, let me just make sure that the code is same of so I'm just gonna go and see my code of base.html templates and then base.html. Let's go to base and let's look at the raw file, and I'm just gonna copy and paste this, and hopefully that should fix everything because I don't think I made any changes. Let's reload this. Okay, it didn't maybe I made some changes inside my sticky footer, but I forgot about it. So let me also look at the sticky footer thing. Let's go back, or maybe it's just like the cache, right? Let me just delete all the cache that I have. These are the cookies. I mean, they won't really matter, I guess. Let's also look at I wasn't expecting this problem to pop up. Let's see inside my site. Let's go to static, go to CSS. That's why you always have like different versions, which is stupid of me that I didn't create them. I mean, this is basically the code. Did I forget to put a semicolon over here? No, it's there. Let's just copy it. Nah, it's pretty much the same. Yeah, then I don't really know where the problem is coming up, because everything else is pretty much the same. Let's go to pricing and see what's up there. Yeah, it's actually hey, we can't see your code, by the way. We can only see YouTube Studio. Oh damn. Oh shit. What? Oh, thank you for telling me. I totally didn't realize that. Holy shit. Okay, let me just fix this. Damn. Oh wow, I can't believe I was talking for so long, like I didn't realize when you guys said your code is not visible what you guys are talking about. Jesus Christ. Sorry guys, I'm sorry. I'm such a noob streamer, you know. I had to switch screens. That's my streaming screen. I have two screens, and this is my second screen. Yeah, you guys should saw his code is on another screen. He has two monitors. That's so funny. That's super funny. So guys, the problem is that I don't know what code I messed up. This footer is a little bit messed up today. So I made some changes behind the scenes, and I don't really remember what changes I made, but it's not looking good. I'll have to figure out what changes I made. So I mean, this is looking like pretty much the same. I don't think there are any changes that I made over here. I have sticky footer, square tags. I mean, the change should be inside sticky footer.css or base.html, right? I mean, there is no other way. So let me actually open up an incognito window and see if the like there's a problem with the cache or something. Like maybe, you know, it is still showing us the old version of the website. Let's see. Yeah, I think the problem is with the cache. So for like over here, it's not showing us any problems. So I'm pretty sure the problem is with the cache. So I guess we can just close this and we can work on this incognito window, right? The problem with the cache, like after some time the cache will be deleted. I can delete it manually, but no worries. So yeah, let me actually, I think I can like now I can close it and open it again and it should work fine. Yeah, let's open it up. I think now it should work fine because it was just the cache. I think I cleared it before. I didn't clear it. I guess I can just clear it later. For right now, we're just gonna open up an incognito window. All right, let's go. Let's close this. All right. Your live stream is like Mirzapur too. We're all waiting for that error from previous video. That's like suspense. You mean okay, got it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys what was the problem that was occurring in the last video. Alright, so let me just actually log in with the Coder45's account. If I remember his password. Alright, let's log in. Okay, I don't remember his password apparently. Let's log in again. All right, our notifications working. We are logged in. So yeah, if we go to like the first video and go to installation. So guys, like officially we are gonna start. Okay. Have you tried Linux Scientific Hacker Studio? Yeah, I have done a lot of security stuff on Linux. Mainly I used it for security and nothing else. Use CTRL Shift R. Okay, I guess I will use that, but I think incognito is working fine, so I guess we'll just go with this one. Namaskar Aryan, welcome. Alright guys, so yeah, we are gonna see how this will work today. So for example, I can ask another question over here, like what is Django? You know, I mean, a pretty noob question, but what is Django? And then we can reply to this, or maybe we can reply to some like other comment, like yes, you know, and like post it. So it should get to over here, and it also shows that it has been posted now, it has been posted 9 seconds ago, and all that stuff. So let's see how we do that. Okay, so I'm also going to open up the admin panel so we can like kind of see the database and stuff, what's happening behind the scenes. And for this I need to open up my official account. So I guess I'm just gonna open it up, build with Python, press enter, and this should also, I think, log in into my R3 account, right? Yeah. All right, let's go to courses, installation. So yeah, so you can see all the comments that are appearing over. So let's go and look at the code. Okay, so let me actually see my notes and see in which order I'm supposed to tell you guys as to what changes I have made. I mean, the first very important change I made, that I'm using, instead of, look, in the last video we were using cards. So in this video what I've done is, instead of cards, I'm using media objects. So if we go to get Bootstrap, let's make sure the spelling is correct. It has this cool thing. I think somebody told me in the last video about this. Not model object, I meant media object. And let's open it up. So yeah, you can see this media object has this image over here, it has this heading, and it has this content, and it has this class of div media, and it has this image area, and then it has this media body with a heading which is gonna go over here, and then the text inside it. So basically I copied this and I pasted it inside my code. So if we open up now, we don't need these files. So this all thing is happening inside lesson_details. So also another thing I have done before we get to that is that I've used this include Django template over here. It's called Ginger templating. So I've used this include functionality. So what I've done is that because this page was getting very big, because we are doing a lot of things over here. So what I've done is I've cut out the HTML that was of the accordion. That by that I mean that this left hand side thing. So I've cut that out and I've pasted it inside another this lesson_templates. So you can see according_lesson. So I've just, if you cut this out and paste it instead of this include line, it will work pretty much the same. Just to make sure that the code is separated properly, I have done that. SK Jumper, welcome. So yeah, you can, whenever you your length of your code becomes very huge, you can just use this include and cut the code and paste it inside another HTML, and then import that HTML using this include functionality. So yeah, we have already discussed the accordion, so I'm not going to go into it. We have already discussed all that stuff. So this is where the comment magic happens. So first, what I've done is that instead of making it just below this video, I have made sure that it's spanning on the whole length. So it's being done after the accordion and after the video. So on the next line, and when in Bootstrap you want to do it on the next line, you basically add another row. All right, and then I wanted to take the whole screen. That's why I've given it 12 columns. And then I have made sure that it's centered properly on the x-axis. And then you can see this line over here, right? This line over here, and that's just basic HTML. I've added this HR tag that creates the line automatically. And then I've added MI4, and MI4 is basically margin in the y-axis and 4 margin. And I've added this discussion, and then I've included this comment form. So what comment form is that? Basically this ask a question, when you click on it, this modal opens up, and you can just type something over here, click on post. So this is all the part of a comment form, right? And this comment form was again becoming very long, so I've added another HTML for this. I mean, we already did that, but just to kind of revise it again, let me just finish explaining, then I'll read the chat. So over here I've given the form name comment-form, And basically we have the button of ask a question, which is triggering this model over here. So this model is being triggered by this data dash target. So what this button is doing is that it's saying, look for this button, look this for model of hashtag example model, and then it tries to find this example model ID, and the ID of the model we have given over here. So it opens up this model basically, and then it is enclosed in the form tag. So basically it goes to this lesson underscore details views over here. And I'm not going to go through like what URLs and everything. So over here we have checked whether it's a post request or not, because we are sending it with a post request in our comment form, method equals to post. So it basically checks whether the method is post or not, or it's just like simple get request. Then over here it basically checks what comment, what form type, because there are two forms in our page. One is the reply form, which opens up the reply one, and another is this comment form. So to differentiate between both of them, what I've done is that I've given them a name. So this is the comment form and the other is the reply form, which we'll get into it. And this is basically getting the comment from our over here in our comment form. There is this text area. So we are getting the comment by using this name equals to, so I've given a name over here, comment. So it's basically retrieving it using this name over here. Then I'm basically saving it to our database, and that's pretty much it of the comment form. So let's close it. Let's close this. And now let's go down. So I've discussed about the comment form. So after we have created our comment form, so this part is done. We are able to add comments now. All right. So let's see actually the functionality of what we have done over here. So for example, if I add a question over here, this is so dope. All right, let's click on post and hopefully it should work. So you can see that this comment has been posted. So this is basically the comment functionality. Now we have to, so this is just getting inside the database. We are not currently displaying the comments, right? This is getting just stored. So now we have to display this comment on our screen. So for that, what I have done is that I've created 7 columns. So because I wanted it to be a little bit short, not like super long. So that's why I've given it only, you can see with this line that I've given it just 7 columns. And then I'm looping through all the comments that we sent from a views.py file. So you can see over here that we are sending this comments over here to our lessons underscore details. So I'm just looping through all the comments, and then I'm using the media object again. I mean, for the first time I'm using this media object. And what I've done is that first you basically post the image, if you guys remember. So I'm using this dot class that I created manually, right? And what this dot, let's take a break and we are gonna just like read the chat a little bit, and then I'm gonna like go into how we display this comment basically, because I just went through a lot of stuff. I want to ask Abhishek, I want to ask you if developers like us need to learn WordPress also for some blogging and other. If you don't need to learn, then it's a good skill if you learn. And I think WordPress is actually a pretty good skill to learn. So my first website, actually when I was in high school, I created using WordPress, and it's like it teaches you a lot about SEO and just writing and stuff. It doesn't teach you, maybe a little bit about development, very little, but WordPress development is just like another thing. So yeah, I think it's a pretty decent skill to know, Abhishek. I learned a lot of stuff from it. Wakul, hello, welcome. Blue Falcon, hi. I was expecting your live. Manish, welcome. Why didn't you stream yesterday? So my OBS studio just like messed up something because Windows did a update, and after that like my OBS just stopped working, and I wasn't able to figure out what went wrong. So I just fixed it today. So that's why I'm streaming today. Coder 45. Sorry about that, bro. How to build a complete website with Python and deploy in AWS? That's what we are doing in this series, man. Manish, coming in late, bro. All right, so let's get back to it. So yeah, to display comments, we are looping through each of the comment, and then inside our media object. So as you can see inside our Bootstrap, there's this media object that we are using, and I just copied and pasted it basically over here, and then I just gave a margin at the top, at the bottom, and then I'm using this span. All right, so what it does is it creates this top thing over here, this icon over here, and this name and this now. So this is done like in this top thing. All right, so I mean, not just top thing. This is for the icon. This is for the icon, this A and this circle thing over here. So this is for the icon, and this over here, this media heading is for this author that you are saying, and this now thing that you are saying. So if you notice that this name, like for example, if Coder 45 posts a comment, then it's like it captures the first letter and it shows it in this image over here, right? So yeah, that's what we are doing over here. So I've created this dot class. So let's actually look at this dot style tag. So over here it shows that this is just the width and the height of the circle, and then I've given a line height to it like 50 pixels so that it gets centered vertically, and then border radius 50% to make it circular, and then font size is just the text size of the font, and then the color of the font I just want it to be white, so just FFF, and then I want it to be in the center in the x-axis also, and then the background of the circle is given over here. Alright, so this is pretty much it, that dot, and then I'm also giving a margin on the right hand side so that this circle is a little bit away from Atre or whatever the username of the user is. And then what I'm doing over here is just like a thing that is given by like Django. First I'm taking the username of whatever of the user that has given the comment, and then I'm taking the first letter of that username by adding .0, and then by this title, this I don't know what this symbol is called. If anybody knows what this symbol of is called, I think it's called pipe. I think it's called pipe symbol. So if basically this pipe symbol, and then we are adding title just to make it in capital. So because the username might be in small, so for example C is in small, to make it capital C, we are using that title thing. Yeah, hello, I'm back. MSA Clutch, welcome man, welcome. So I'm just telling everyone how I've created this. So I did this design thing behind the scenes. So yeah, basically that's pretty much it, and then I'm just sending all the data over here to our views.py file. So it's gonna go to our no, I'm just kind of displaying it. So and I'm also adding the reply button over here, right? And then what I'm doing is, because in our comment form there was only one modal, right? But as you can see, every comment has a different reply button, and a different modal will open up kind of when we click on this. All right. So kind of a different modal will open up. That's why in a data target we had to give it like, you can give any kind of unique number over here, but comment ID is always going to be unique. So that's why I just added comment ID over here. And then like to add replies, this is basically to show replies, but we'll get into it a little bit. I mean, I'm basically doing the same thing to show replies. So we are looping through each of the replies that are inside a database, and then we are checking whether the reply. So for example over here, so we are basically checking this reply, and this reply has been done on this comment, right? So we are basically checking that this comment is equal to the comment that we are looping through or not. So if you guys notice, this is basically a nested loop. So inside our for comment loop, we are doing this for reply loop. So this is kind of a nested loop. So if you guys have any problem understanding, make sure you go and look at the code also as I'm explaining. It will be a little bit more easier for you guys, like anybody even watching it in future. Like if you go to github.com/atriabhat, and then you go to like repositories, and you go to like Django startup, and you can actually look at the code that I'm talking about. You can just go to my site and then look at this lessons_details, and you'll be able to understand, because you can look at all of the code at the same time. So it will be a little bit easier. But anyway, so yeah, this is a like kind of a nested loop, and then we are basically checking that reply.comment on. So the comment on which the reply has come is equal to the comment that we are looping through currently or not. If it is equal, only then show it, because we are looping through all the replies, right? We can't show all the replies on just the first comment. So that's why this if condition is important. And yeah, this is pretty much it. So to show it like this now or 10 seconds later, 10 seconds before this comment has been posted, we are using this pipe and natural time, which I discussed in the last live stream, so I'm not going to go into it again. So yeah, and this is the reply form which wasn't working in the last video. So basically the problem was this, that we didn't add in this ID. We had not added this ID. So it didn't know like which modal to open up. So, and every time we were giving a reply, it wasn't working. So now let me just actually also open up this reply_form. So what I've done, so yeah, this is reply_form. So again, I've also given it a different kind of a name. So every form is also different, right? So all these buttons that you're seeing over here, all these buttons are different forms and have different modals, right? And they all have like an ID associated with them. So yeah, that's why you have to make sure that the names are unique, right? And because inside our views.py file, I've used an if condition. If it is not a comment post, then it has to be a reply post. That's why whatever we name is not important. So yeah, inside this, you can see that inside a lessons_details file, over here you can see reply, modal, and then comment ID. So whenever this button of whenever this reply button is clicked, we want it to open a modal. And how does it know which modal to open? Because it finds this reply modal dash ID and it opens up that modal basically. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. And I've done this text area so that there is some area, and then I have this added this comment ID, and this comment ID is being sent to our views.py file, and we are getting the reply and the comment ID, and we are also getting the current comment on which the reply has been done, and then we are saving all of that stuff inside our database. All right. Please answer my question. I'm doing a server client on the thing using socket on to connect to computer public IP address. I mean, you need private addresses, man. You can't do it using public IP addresses, Blue Falcon. I think it's filter in Django. I'm not sure. So Manish, that is basically the the way Ginger templating works. This thing. So whenever you want to write some kind of a Python code, you have to basically add that. And whenever you want to deal with variables, you basically add this kind of a thing. So this is basically for variables, and this is for like statements and stuff that we want to add Python code right inside a HTML file. So that's why this is known as Ginger templating. If you want to look a little bit at it. No, I think Ginger is also used in Django. Why Django not Flask? I think because for big projects, Django is just better for it. Amit Kumar, hello, welcome. All right, so we have done. Ayush, welcome back to the stream. I think it was recommended by you using media objects, and I'm using that only. So thank you for that. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. And there are some other changes that I've made inside the database. Right, one of the things that I've made change is inside our modals. So if let me see if I can find our models.py file. So yeah, inside our reply I've also added this lessons over here. So on which lesson all the replies have been given. So I've already also added that. And one more thing, guys, we have to do is that. So for example, in our comment section, it currently shows the oldest comment over here. So you can see the newest comment is at the bottom, and the oldest comment is at the top. So what we want to do is that the newest comment should be at the top, right? So that is pretty simple to do, I think so. What we can do is we can go inside our comments and we can just write reversed over here if I'm not wrong, and this will basically reverse the loop, I think. So let me just go and check. Yeah, so our 16 minutes ago one is at the top now, and the oldest one is at the bottom. So this looks pretty good. This is what we want. Yeah, so let's go back to our code. And what is the next thing we have to do? All right, guys, so now we have and yeah, another thing I've done is that over here it was the character field in reply content and inside our comment. Instead of that, I have started using text field, because it's better if there is a big comment, then we don't want to use character field. Then we are going to use text field. All right, guys, so this is like the update, a long update that I did. So now what I want to do is that I also want to give the user the ability to delete his own comment, right? So we are going to be working on that delete functionality today, and then if we get time we can work on the pricing thing also. So but let's just focus on the delete thing. And I thought this comment thing will be so easy, but surprisingly it's not that easy, guys. It's a lot of work. Alright, so let's create the comment delete functionality. So first thing I need is the maybe an icon for delete, right? So let's go and look at our icons and see if we can find a good icon for delete. Let's search for it. Delete. Alright, I guess archive. Is there a no good delete button? Yeah, I guess we're just gonna use one of these ones. Okay, our background is white, so I guess we can use this one, but we're gonna try both of them. So let's copy this, and then we want it to display inside our where we are displaying the reply button and everything. So this is our reply button. We are displaying the comments and replies. All right, so where is the heading? This is the username, right? And then this is the timeline thing. So now what we can do is inside this tag itself, we can maybe paste this baby up, right? And let's see where it currently is. Let's reload this. So we have this delete button. Maybe we can push this on the right hand side, right? Can we just give a class over here and make it float right? Maybe. Let's see. It's float right, I think. Float right. Not lat, right? Let's make it float right. All right. And all right, so this is looking pretty good. Maybe we can like center all of this stuff, maybe a little bit. Let's see how it looks if it's centered. So I guess we can add MX auto over here. I think I just opened and hit something by mistake, but it's fine. I think it's looking fine. Let's increase the size of this a little bit. I mean, we don't have to work on the design that much, so yeah, I guess this is looking pretty decent. I'm learning JavaScript now. Awesome. Vijaya use black. Yeah, the black is looking like sick, right? How many sessions, bro? To be honest, Manish, I don't really know. But we are like, if you saw like what is the first live stream, we basically like struggling a lot, and now it's like starting to look like a real website. We have created this courses section, and let me just like unenroll it so that I can show you guys. And we have created this pricing section, and I have added also this testimonials thing. I haven't added video or I haven't added any text over here, but yeah, I'm gonna probably add like some kind of a testimonial. We have added all that stuff. We have done the courses thing. We have done the login, the logout. We've done a lot of stuff, guys. I think we have a lot of stuff to be proud about. Like, and it's actually looking pretty decent, not gonna lie. And we have also done like 50% of pricing. So yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. I mean, all these comments and stuff, I didn't have to create, to be honest. But because I want to teach you guys how to do it, like I was like, okay, fine, let's actually do it. You know, learn as much as you can. Yeah, true, man. Vijaya, true. All right, let's see. Maybe I can help you in the design part of your website after. Yeah, man, sure. All right, so this is the discussion part, and now what happens when we click on these buttons, right? So now we need to give it maybe some kind of a, let's see, will this also be a form? I think this will also be a form, right? I mean, we are not sending any kind of data, but we can, I guess, we can also create a form over here. And let's close it, and let's go. I think we can also do it through Ajax. What is this? I don't know what just happened. I don't think it should be giving us an error. Yeah. I'm so what we want to do is actually create a button out of it, not just give it an icon. That's why it's giving us an error. So let me actually go and look at like, let's see if we can have a button with just an image on it. I mean, I guess we can just use an A tag, right? Let's look at components. Let's look at button. Can we just create a button with like an icon inside it? Yeah, I think this is what we need. Primary link. We just kind of create an A tag and add like a button inside it. That is what we want. So let's do that. Let's paste this, and we can just say that it's button, nothing else. Right. And then we can just close this tag and add A tag after this. All of this stuff, right? And this error should go away. Perfect. Let's see if it changed the look of our button in any way. All right, so it's displaying it at the bottom, which is not very ideal. I guess we have to remove this float class from here, and we have to add it over here, float right. All right. Yeah, all right, this is fine. And now let's go back, and what we are going to do is we are going to do the same thing that we did with our models over here. So we can just we have to give it a name, then we have to copy all of this stuff. I mean, I don't know why this is coming over here, it's like so irritating. All right, let me just copy join this from here and paste it inside a form method equals to post, blah, and we also have to give it an action. All right, the action is over here, and we also have to give it a name. Name equals to, and we are just gonna call it delete reply form. All right, then inside our views.py file, we can just give another if condition over here. If the request.post, oh sorry, I think we have to give it if request.post, and instead of this name, what we can do is, just like we have done over here, we have created this hidden input field. So let me just copy this and go inside our delete form. We don't have to name this, but we have to add like some kind of a hid. Did I not copy it properly? We have to create this input reply post, and instead of this, we can just over here we can write delete comment. Yeah, I guess delete comment. All right, so now this should go inside our views.py file, and instead of this, we can just write delete dash comment delete. Guys, I'm just trying to focus a little bit right now, so I'm not actually reading the chat. Let me just get this done. All right, so if our form type is, so let's actually print something out for right now, so just to make sure it's working and everything. Delete comment and let's save it. Let's go back, let's reload, and we have to make sure that a server is running. It's still restarting, so it's going to take a little bit of time. Get so thirsty. All right, now let's reload it, and if we click on this delete button, is it printing anything out? Not really. Let's try clicking it again. It's just going up. Have you not added the A tag properly? Yeah, it's not linking anywhere. Let me see. We have, oh yeah, we haven't added anything over here. So we also have to add, but I think, yeah, we should just, we have to add a type, I guess. Type equals to submit, and this should automatically, right? We can just, I guess we can remove this href tag and click on delete. Do we need to create like a button for it? So it's not going to submit this A tag automatically. What a pain in the ass. Let's search for add a icon inside button bootstrap. How to create icon buttons, bootstrap 2, like, all right. Let's look at that, baby. I mean, this is just a custom button which you don't want. I mean, we'll have to do all this work. Remove the button class. If I remove the button class, then is it going to submit it? I don't think so. Let's give it a shot, guys. Let's open it up, try it out again. Yeah, it's still not working. I guess what we can also do is, if we really want to, we don't have to like actually create it a form, or do we? Yeah, we actually need to make it a form because we want to know which comment has to be deleted, right? Yeah, we need to create it a form. Alright, so guys, what we are going to do for right now is, that we are going to use the button, the simple button that we have, not anything. Input class equals to type equals to button. Yeah, so for right now we are just going to use this simple one instead of this like cool one. Yeah, we are going to use this simple button of submit, and we are going to just call it delete. And then off the stream, I guess I'm going to look how to change this button, because that's like also a part of like a little bit of design. Will you play chess? I don't think so, man. Quarter 45. Like I have a lot of work, so I don't know whether I will or not. Abhishek, I think I already gave answers to your question. I think the website you're making in WordPress too, WordPress Django, or thought, I don't think this website can be made in WordPress, or at least you can't customize it the way you want to. I mean, everything can be made on like WordPress, I guess, but like you can't customize it. You can't add features, and like it breaks a lot. WordPress websites break a lot, so that's why I don't like it. But obviously I could have used something like Teachable or something to create a website, but I like to like just create something by my own hands instead of just like looking at the code of someone else and just doing it. Maybe give some kind of auth. No, auth doesn't make sense over here. Remove the button class. Use dynamic URL, pass the comment ID, receive and fuse and delete. That's what I plan to do, Ashish. Yeah, so that what button, SVG icon button. Really? All right, let's give that a shot. Okay, so we need to paste our SVG icon over here. So let's copy this trash button inside our button, right? And we also have to add this type equals to submit inside our button, I guess. Otherwise it won't get submitted. Let's go and have a look now. Let's reload this. It looks super ugly, man. I don't know like why. I don't know why it looks so ugly, but it looks super ugly. But let's see if it actually works. We also have to add a CSRF. Forward about that. CSRF token, and we also have to make it float, right? Float right. I guess we'll just go with this for right now. Let's just press enter. I mean, it's not looking ideal. I'll have to like figure out how to like, after I can type delete. Add button class to button. That makes sense. So let's also add the button class to button. Let's reload this. All right. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Ayush. I think that's pretty nice. All right. Arman, how can I begin with open sourcing? Look, mom, I'm on YouTube. I mean, open sourcing, I haven't done a lot of it, but to be honest, like you find a project that you're actually interested in, that you use a lot, and you just go to the GitHub, and like a lot of people actually do it on my GitHub, which I really appreciate. So you can just find like GitHubs that need your help, like want to improve. So a lot of like packages get really old because nobody is there to update them. So you can go there and contribute. So yeah, does not exist, doesn't matter, because we are right now not sending anything. So that works. Okay, so where we were inside lessons underscore details. We had this button over here and we are submitting it, but we also need to add some more stuff, like which comment is being submitted. So we are also gonna add another hidden input element, and we also need to add, actually we need to add two of them. So let's go over here, and I'm gonna just copy both of them and paste it just below our button, format it properly. So form type over here, we are gonna just name it what we have called it inside our why is this modals open, delete dash comments. Copy this, and I'm gonna call it this one, and then comment ID, we are just gonna send it like we were sending it. Form media, going through comment button. I think this should work. Let's see. So let's go inside our views.py file, and over here, let's actually, I think it has been printed. It should be printed at least somewhere. So let's make sure that it's actually getting printed. I mean, it was showing an error till now, so I guess it wasn't, but I think now it should be, does not exist. Comment matching query doesn't exist. What are you talking about, man? Oh, okay. So we have a problem, I guess. So if it's automatically going to this else condition, so what you can do is we can, inside this else condition, we can also add another if condition. So if the print request is delete comment, then do this. Else we can go inside this reply post comment. All right, let's save this one, and now let's reload it, and it should work. The server is not working. All right, let's try it again. Let's go to details, delete. All right, so now we should have printed delete comment. Perfect. So now our delete functionality is working. Now we just need to get our comment ID. So I'm just gonna copy this and paste it over here. All right, and then to delete our model, so let me just format everything properly so there are like good spaces and everything. So this is our comment ID, and then we need to delete our model. So inside our blog.html, there should be, inside of blog.html, wait, where did it go? Yeah, inside our views dot, wait, yeah, inside our utilities. It should be there. To delete a model, we basically do students.objects.get, student.delete. All right, so we are kind of gonna do the same thing for our comment also. So over here, we are gonna first get our comment. So we are gonna write comment equals to comment dot objects dot get, and instead of this we are going to write comment dot id, not dot id, comment equals comment id. How do I wait, oh yeah, we have to do id equals to comment id. Yeah, id equals to comment id. Sometimes I just have like such a big brain fart. I'm like, what's happening? So I'm just gonna copy and paste this over here, and this should delete our comment. Yep. So now let's go and actually test it out whether it works or not. So let's reload this. Let's just refresh this. And let's say we want to delete this old comment, what is the meaning of life, because we have finally found the meaning of life. So let's actually try and delete this one. All right, so it has been deleted. So this is working perfectly, guys. Pretty good. So let's actually, today's let's delete Coda45's comment. He's being spamming too much. All right, perfect. So guys, the delete functionality is working. So we have finished that out. All right, we haven't finished it out because anybody can delete anybody's comment, right? So there's no authentication over here. We also have to check whether this is valid or not. So I guess what we can do is we can also send the user with it. Let's see. Current comment. So what we can do is we can just check over here. We can just check if request.user, so the person who is actually right now using our website, is equals to comment dot user given, and if they both are equal, then we can delete the comment. The auth I was telling you about. Yeah, man. Yeah. Only then you can delete the comment. So let's reload this. I mean, obviously in the UI also we'll have to remove this delete button, I think. So now our authentication is Atreya, so we shouldn't be able to delete. Nobody has commented over here, so let's actually log out and log in from a different account. 5. Welcome back. Password. Learn more. Installation. Yeah, so now I shouldn't be able to delete this comment because this hasn't been done by me. Alright, so it's not deleting. And if we ask a question, is this comment deleted? I'm not gonna care about the spellings, YOLO. Now we should be able to delete this spelling, right? This comment. Alright, so it is working, the authentication is working. So I think we have to do like a little bit of like checking and stuff, but it's working fine. And I guess we can also send something to the user. Comment. So I guess inside our lessons underscore details, we can where we are creating our button over here inside our form, we can just write an if condition, percentage if user is equals to, I think we can access the user by just using the user variable, right? Or not? Not really sure. Guys, can we access the user variable like this, or we have to like do something? I guess we can just write request.user over here is equals to comment dot user given. Yeah, we can. Percentage and if. Let's actually see if this works or not. Otherwise, we are gonna just check something, do something else. Let's not reload this. Alright, so yeah, the delete button is gone, but if we add something over here, the coder 45 is giving this, so the delete button is coming over here, so this is perfect. I don't know about context processor passes user, I don't know if we need that, but yeah, thank you guys. So alright, so now this is looking pretty good. So now the delete button is not showing for the user that's not authorized to actually delete this. So yeah, that is working. So yeah, we have done also authentication at the back end, which is really, really nice, because this comment.id I guess can be spoofed. So that is like of the security thing. I'm not gonna go into it, but I think it's good that we are checking. Alright guys, so this is, we have done the delete. So another thing guys we have to do, I think is, but I'll see whether we'll do it or not. So for example, if we ask a question right now, most of the questions are going to be errors in the code, right? So we need to give like people a way to write the code. So for example, if I just copy this from here and paste it over here, I mean, this doesn't look like code. So if you see our comment, it kind of gets messed up, right? So we have to figure it out how to like make sure that the indentations remain, like the indentations that we have pasted with remain there, and no extra space and everything gets added. So we have to make sure that this kind of looks good. So yeah, we'll also do that. I guess for this we'll just add it to the to-do list, planning.md. Where is our planning.md? Because I'll have to actually research on how to do it. I have no idea how to do it. So let me also add that in comments and replies, add the formatting options. Use Django summer note. Let's actually see what that is. Maybe it will help us. So let's close this extra stuff. Django summer note. Summer note is a simple editor. Allows you to embed Django very handy. So this is for the Django administration panel, right? What if we want to integrate it on the front end? Usage Django admin site. So this is for the admin part, right? What if we want to apply it to the front end? There's no like, so summer notes, I think it's very, very useful. But like, for example, if we are creating a blog, right, where we only have to use the backend. So if we are creating a blog, I think this is very, very useful because we have to write. So for example, we can use it in our blog section because we have to actually like create that. Yeah, so we have to create our blog area. So there we can use Django summer node. You can use editor.js for blog. I mean, for right now, what I want is, yeah, I guess we can use like the backend is fine, but how do we format it properly from the front end part? Right? I think that's the main question. So I'll have to actually research. Like for example, like we can give him options of how to paste code. So if he clicks on B, it gets bold. If we click on I, it gets italic, stuff like that. So I'll have to actually check it out how to do it. But I think just Django Summer Node was really cool. But so that's why I'm gonna copy and paste this in my notes so that I make sure that I remember this. All right, who gave this Django Summer Node? Let's see. Ashish, thank you for the recommendation. So MSA Clutch is saying use CK editor. Let's actually check all that out also, what that is. So I'm getting a lot of good tools over here. Free solid editor, JavaScript. Oh, it's a JavaScript editor. It's a clean UI. I think this is actually pretty chill. I think this is what we want. Is it free? Pricing. Free for freelancers and small project up to 5 active users. The number of company once. I mean, yeah, I think it's just me, so it should be fine. Yeah, I think this is not free. This part at least. Yeah, I don't think it's free, man. I don't think it's free, so I don't see the point when we can create it ourselves. Editor.js. Let's look at editor.js. Let's close all of that stuff. Summer Node also works with Django forms, really? Let's see, Summer Node. What about with the normal forms? Can we just include it with normal forms? Because I don't think I've used Django forms anywhere. I mean, I guess I'm just reading it, guys, so that's why I'm a little bit silent. I guess we can add, okay, forms.char field. Yeah, I think what we can do is for like everything, save while templating in templates, save forms. I guess for comments and stuff, we can add a forms.py file and we can add a model. And we are not going to do anything over there. For only adding Summer Node, we can like create like a fake model over there and then we can add it. Yeah, I guess we can actually use it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like look at it a little bit at the when I'm not streaming, and then I'm gonna do it. Use tricks editor. It's free. Check doc. I guess okay. Off the stream, I'm also gonna have a look at CK editor 5. Let's look at tricks editor. People because giving recommendations. A rich editor for writing. All right. This is actually looking promising. Getting started. I think this is pretty good. This is super duper easy. I think we can use this, guys. Yeah, this is pretty easy. So I'm also gonna copy this tricks editor, guys, because this also looks very, very promising. So I'm also gonna copy and paste this. You can add custom JavaScript. Yeah, we can do it for bold, right? But we have to figure it out for everything. Ravi, please don't spam. Ayush, can you time him out for a second? Ravi, Prakash, ready? All right, like you don't need to, but I'll actually check it out. Editor, WD editor. I mean, yeah, like, it's for Drupal. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Pause it up. Tiny MCE is best, bro. I've used it a lot. Let's look at Tiny. I've actually heard of it. Tiny MCE. Let's look at it. It's the most advanced, just 6 lines of code. Alright, let's look. First of all, I want to look at pricing, man. Let's look at pricing. The open source, okay. This is good. Alright, let's look at this. Tiny MCE. I think we can also use this one, but it has like we need to add like React and stuff to it, so I don't know. With the help of continents, and we don't have any of these things inside a project, but I'll see if we can use that. So we are also gonna add Tiny MCE to our things to like think about. We can okay, fine. I'll also like I've already added CK editor, but I've I'll also check it out off the stream. MS like Clutch, don't worry about it. Alright guys, yeah, no worries, man. Like if you have any like recommendations, guys, like feel free to give it to me. Like I love like looking at different tools and stuff as to like how to do different things. There's like so much to like know and learn. Like it's just like a lot of stuff, so it's really helpful to like just like chill. Yeah. Can you recommend some tips for improving programming? I think, dude, you just need to like find a project that you're interested in and work on it. I mean, that's the best way to improve programming. Just start with a very small project. Like you can create a small game or something like that. Alright guys, so now we are done with the comments. We need to do something, but I'll add it to my to-do list. I'm gonna research on it. Now let's start working on the pricing page, right? So just let's actually like revise what we did last time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first, let's make sure that he is not enrolled. Coder45 is not enrolled, right? And what we are gonna do is inside our so we are gonna go to PayPal, and I'm just gonna make sure that I log in off screen. So let me just remove this for a second. Go to PayPal.in. Also go to developer.paypal.in, and let me just log in into these websites, guys. If I can like I'm so bad at remembering passwords because each of my password is like totally different, but hopefully I can figure it out. Alright, I'm logged in, so let me go to my developer.paypal.in. Alright, perfect. Login? Wait, what? Do we also need to log in for my I guess we can wait. I'm just taking it off the screen for a second, guys. My PayPal. Alright, we don't need classic home. Can't we just go to the default website? Why is it showing us classic home? I have no idea, but I guess whatever we want our dashboard anyways, and this is fine. So in our sandbox, the last time we created, just hold on a sec, guys. Right, my mom just came from somewhere and I had the keys, so no worries, no worries. No delete button is appearing when you reply on somebody's comment. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. We also have to add it over there. I'll actually add it to my to-do list. So because I just want to focus on who said that? Kaustubh, thank you so much. That's a very important point. No delete button is appearing when we reply on somebody's comment. True. We also need to add that. I guess we can do both of these things tomorrow. Like I don't think it should take some time. Can you make a Telegram group? I think I'm gonna make a Discord one and maybe like Telegram also. We'll see. Bro is managing his credentials by true. All right, so this is Sandbox one. So this is all like fake. I'm not doing the live one. This is just Sandbox one. So this is the application that we created, and after creating the like, just go and look at the pricing live stream. I think it was the second last one that I did. It was the 11th one. So inside our accounts, we should have some like accounts using which we can like sign up and log into PayPal. So this is our business account. This is like a fake business account, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna create another user account, personal account. Let's give him USA. Click on create, and Sandbox was created easily. And how do I look at the password? I just go to view edit account, and so this is my personal account. So what we have to do is we also have to log in into our Sandbox business account. So sandbox.paypal.in, I think it is, or .com, sorry. Sandbox.paypal.com, and this should open up the yep. All right, so now let's log in using our first of all business account. So this is our business account, and guys, don't try to steal the password of this. I'm gonna show it to you guys because it's literally no use to you guys. It's like literally fake. Okay, so that's why I'm showing it to you guys. This is Sandbox account. Welcome creation. Yeah, the Discord is coming very soon, man. Let's paste this. So this should log in into our Sandbox account. No man, don't create a Telegram group. If I want to, I'll just create it later. Yes, a Discord server. I mean, who uses Telegram? Do you guys use Telegram a lot? Like the people currently watching, like not Ayush, anybody else? Does anybody else use that? So you can see that there is a recurring payment. So this we added the last time. So let's actually try and add a recurring another payment. And what we are gonna do, I mean, it's working, so I'm not gonna go and show it to you guys again. But what we'll do is, what happens, so let's close this all of this stuff now. So let's go to a pricing page, because that is where all the magic is happening, and this is where the payment is happening. This is where the payment button is, and whenever we have on approve, whenever a payment is being successful, then we are getting the subscription ID, right? So we need to do a couple of things with the subscription ID. First of all, we need to redirect him. If the payment is done and it's successful, then we need to redirect him to a page, and over there we can do like the rest of the stuff. So what I'm gonna do is, inside a urls.py file, I'm just gonna create another URL, and I'm gonna call it let's say activate. All right, and I'm also gonna name it activate, and we are gonna go to views.activate, right? And inside our views.py file, let's create another one. So let's copy this, paste this, simple stuff. Let's just call it activate, and we are also gonna call it activate.html. Just call it activate everywhere. All right, looking good. We have to also create an HTML file. So let me just go over here, create an HTML file. We are also going to call this activate. Just making sure that everything is consistent. Let's copy the blocks code inside our activate.html so it looks good. This is activate page, right? And yeah, so whenever our pricing thing is clicked, and over here we can just use some JavaScript, I guess. So we can do window.open, right? And then we need to write the URL over here. So inside this we can just do URL. I hope it works, URL, and then inside this we can just put in the name activate. Maybe it will work. And over here we can just write underscore self, so that it opens on the same page, right? Let's actually try it out on something simple so that we know it's actually working. So let me just edit this out, and I'm gonna go to, as soon as the page opens, I'm gonna create a new script, and I'm gonna copy this and paste it over here. So as soon as the page opens, we want to open this activate thing. This whenever the pricing page opens, I guess. Yeah, whenever the pricing page opens, so that we can actually test it out. So let's reload this. Alright, so it's automatically going to activate, so that means it's working. No, I never use Telegram. No, yes, I do. Check skeleton view for what? Do you guys use Telegram? Use sweat alert for success response. I mean, I don't care about success response right now. I just want to do the behind the scenes things, right? Activate. But actually, let me actually look at what sweat alert is. It's always good to be familiar with tools, what we are working with. Sweat alert. Let's look at this baby. A beautiful response shows success message. I mean, yeah, it's fine, I guess. But it's just like another part of design. So I'll probably keep it in my notes so that I can like check it out later. Sweat alert 2. Good to know, Ayush. Oh, sorry, MSA Clutch. Hey, maybe you want to add a reCAPTCHA to your website too. People are using a Python brand create many accounts on your website without it. I mean, they can, but there's no benefit in creating just an account, right? Like, what's the benefit of just creating an account creation? Can anyone suggest a name for a tech blog site? I mean, I used to have this name, hackstories.com, and maybe it's still available, you know. I'm pretty sure the domain is pretty good. But it was like hacking stories, so I don't know. Just like the comments in the streams. Why would somebody give comments like that? You can use Django messages. It's very easy. Your spanks streaming and spank counts. Alright, anyways, I mean, yeah, we can do it later. The reCAPTCHA thing is not very difficult to do, to be honest. So we can do it maybe, but right now I don't think like our website is this famous that we need to add reCAPTCHA. This is just a first iteration of the website, right? We don't need to do everything in the first iteration. We can do it on the second and third iteration. So guys, over here we need to do a couple of things. So first of all, let's just add a comment like the things that we need to do. The first thing that we need to do is that we need to add the subscribed ID. So over here you can see there is this subscription ID, right, inside our where is it? Inside our, okay, so this is working, we know that. So now we don't need to like actually use it, so we can just remove the script tags. So inside our pricing you can see there is this subscription data source subscription ID, right? Let's paste this over here. We don't need this script, right? So wait, what is happening? Yeah, we don't need the script tag. Where's the script tag? Yeah. So you can see there is this subscription ID, right? First we need to send this subscription ID to our activate.html. So and then we have to store it inside our database also. So add the so first let's send the sub ID to activate page. The second thing we need to do is save the sub ID to student model. The student model basically has the option whether a user has subscribed or not. And if the user has subscribed, then it should have been created automatically. So that's nice, this student model. So for example, if I go to my website over here, right, let's make sure everything is working. So currently Coder45 is not subscribed, right? So if we go to my admin panel, and what's a good way to show it actually, let me see. For a second I'm just gonna show it to you guys over here because that is incognito and I can't open up two accounts on build with Python at the same time. So we are currently logged in as Coder45, so also need to log in as admin. So let me go /admin and Atreya and type and build with Python, press enter. Right, so inside our student section, so you can see currently there are 3 students. Admin, there is no Coder45 because he hasn't enrolled. So what I've done behind the scene is whenever you click on block, you automatically get enrolled. Obviously this is for just like quick testing purposes. So now if we reload this, Coder45 should have been added. Yeah, and he is subscribed, as you can see. So we can also like add another field over here of save, and we can save the subscription ID to the student model, right? Then we need to actually do a couple of things more. Send the subscription ID to activate page, say the subscription ID to student model. I guess we are just gonna go with these two things first, and then we are gonna look further. So for right now, yeah, so for right now, and yeah, we also have to activate the student model. So we have to actually, let me just write, create the student model for the user that has subscribed. All right, let's say the subscription ID to student model. Perfect. And yeah, so let's do it. So first thing is to send the student ID to this activate page, right? So first we have to send it to views.py file, and then it comes to activate.html, and but even before that we have to send it to our this over here. So what we can do is we can send the subscription ID through like the URL. Right, so what we can do is, wait, how is that gonna work? Not really sure. So inside we have this data.subscription ID, right? Can we just do this URL, and then we basically we did this before, right? Somewhere maybe inside our lessons we did that somewhere. Let me open up my comment form. Yeah, we just provide a variable over here, so we are gonna do the same thing, and over here I'm just gonna write sub ID equals to, and you can just use this data dot subscription ID, right? All right, and then this gets sent to urls.py file. So over here we need to check the sub ID, right? So how do you do that? Let me just check what urls.py Django regex, and we should have some kind of documentation for it. I really thought you would forget the password. Do you watch anime? Yes, man, I watch a lot of anime, and currently the last anime I watched was One Outs. It's like a baseball anime. It was super fun. How can Indians pay? Many use PhonePe and GPay. I mean, I think in PayPal itself there is an option for debit card or credit card. Google Pay and PhonePe, I really don't know how to add that functionality. But if there is, you have like a debit card or like something else, like there is an option like insider pricing where you can pay with that. Right. What reviews about the Hacktober drama which is happening after all Indians started that? I have no idea what drama you are talking about, dude. I don't follow it that much, Hacktober, so I don't really know. Who is spamming? I don't see anybody spamming. Who's spamming, Ayush? Bro, application error is coming after hosting. What to do, bro? Dude, to be honest, Heroku is so complicated, Bharat, that some kind of an error always pops up. So like from now on, I think I'm gonna be hosting it on DigitalOcean, which is so much easier, man. Arman, watch Paprika. It's really great. It's dementia type anime. Oh really? All right. I'll give it a shot. I'm just gonna, it's not related to the streaming, but I love watching anime, so I'll probably save it. You can use cash free. You get all these options. Free T-shirt hacked. Oh really? In cash free I get. Yeah, I guess for Indian users we can separately do cash free. If a lot of Indian users, how many of you, by the way, will be actually interested in paying $10 per month? Like for like maybe like we add, these courses are obviously available currently on YouTube, but if I add new courses, will like a lot of you will be interested, because I don't know if a lot of Indians will be interested, although it's just $10 per month, but still it's like 700 rupees per month, right? So that's why I was like, I don't know, like do I need to add it separately? Like, and Google Pay, to be honest, I didn't even think about it. Arman, me, like good, nice. Free T-shirt Hacktober, man. That's the. I mean, dude, why do you want a free T-shirt, dude? Like, don't you guys have enough like T-shirts? What's the big deal? And everybody knows that you can just like fake those requests, like pull and pushes. on GitHub and you can get that t-shirt. So it's not even like exclusive or anything. We're just, I don't know why are people even like fighting for that free t-shirt. And it's not even that good looking. Alright. So yeah, I totally forgot. Yeah, we were checking our which one we wanted. So basically we don't want this int month. We want some kind of string. Alright. So we can just use that. So we can just write str over here. Looks good. And then inside our activate.html, inside our views.py file, we can just add sub id over here. Right? What error it is giving. Our argument should be in lowercase, I guess, so we can just write sub id. Alright, let's format everything properly. Is not used. Okay, that's unreasonable. So right now what we are going to do is sub id is there. So we just need to save it inside our database. First, let's just print out our sub id so that we know it's working. So let's just print it out on our screen. Let's see if there is any other error. Okay, this is just typo, it's fine. So yeah guys, let's actually like look back at what's happening. I hope it works. So first of all, we are doing our window.open. The following arguments are missing. Str argument sub id. Okay, so do we need to add str over here? Yeah, str. So we are basically sending our data subscription id as this str. Oh, actually we can just call it whatever we want. We just don't need to call it str. So we can call it, I guess, sub id and inside our pricing.html we can also call it sub id. I mean, that looks a little bit more good for our eyes, so we are gonna probably do that. So whenever our thing gets approved, yes, it sends this sub id and it goes to this alert, and then it goes to our activate.html. First is go to our urls.py file and it sees the sub id, and then it sends the sub id to our activate over here, the sub id value, and then we are just printing it on the screen. And yeah, so let's actually try it out, see, and actually let's see if our payment stuff is working or not. So let's first unenroll this guy. Let's go to like pricing, sorry, not enroll. He's already enrolled, that's why it's not working. I also need to remove this button when a person is enrolled. Oh no, he's not enrolled, right? So I mean, it doesn't really matter whether he's enrolled or not. First we need to go to pricing. Wait, what's happening? Reverse or active, yeah, pricing sub id not found. Let me see. On approve URL activate. Is this still here? No, it's not there. Window.open. What is this error? Reverse for activate sub id not found. I mean, but we are not even going at activate right now, right? So why is it? Do we need to restart our server? Because I think it's bugging out. Let's look at a urls.py file. So if it goes to activate sub id, then go to views.activate, goes to pricing, views.pricing. I don't know what's happening. Let's restart a server. I don't think it's my fault. Oh, like today, I don't know why the chat section is popping off. Right? That October drama was this free t-shirt, really? What? Sir, make a perfect web development bootcamp with doubts clearing Indians and dollars. Also, I'm the first one to buy first perfect course. Nice. We developers are so suckers. We could do all that without any trouble on Udemy. We're like, nah. You can also use InstaMojo. They provide all payment options. I mean, that's why I didn't provide. I don't know. So the last time I looked at InstaMojo, they didn't have international payments. So that's why I didn't do it. Let me say clutch. What was Stripe payment gateway? I mean, it's kind of the same. I don't think Stripe payment has Google Pay and everything, right? Ayush? Alright. I mean, PayPal also has debit card and credit card stuff. So, like, I don't see the problem. The moment I see this error, never seen before, I'm going to smash my computer. Yeah, man. I'm like, why is this happening? Like, I have no idea why this is happening. What are we doing in our activate.html that this is messing everything up? I mean, we are not even doing anything. Sub id, print sub ID. I mean, it's not even going. When we open up our pricing.html, right, it's only going to open this window up if it gets approved, right? So this shouldn't be even opening right now. So let's actually try and removing this, and let's see if the error goes away. .py file, sub ID. Let's see if the error goes away now. Bro, I want that hosting video or DigitalOcean one. I mean, it's pretty simple. If you just Google it, you'll find it in the... What the... Okay, I probably missed something somewhere. Okay, let's go back. Let's see what we messed up. What just happened? What the heck? Hello? Hello? What is this? I don't know how it even happened. Let me just make sure it looks good again. We'll have to do it again, damn it. Window.open, ctl z comes to the rescue every time. Let's percentage sign URL, activate, and then we do comma underscore self, right? Let's see if the errors come now. Alright, so this is looking good. So now we actually try out sending our ID. So inside again we do the sub ID thing, and we get the sub ID inside our views.py file. Where is it? Where is our pricing? Yeah, so let's do sub ID over here. Let's print out sub ID. All right, and just blanking out. Yeah, this is the sub ID. So we also need to send the sub ID over here. So we can just do the name thing. Let me see. Just add that. After this, activate, and we do sub ID equals to data dot thingy, press space. All right, so this should work. I mean, at least it shouldn't give us an error, right? Why? I mean, is it trying to open this as soon as it sees this? Like, why though? Like, this is inside a function, right? This is supposed to be only called when our subscription gets approved. PayPal buttons on approve, actions.create, on load run the function. I don't want to run this function on load. I want to run it after the payment has been approved, right? So this should work. I have no idea why it's not working. Reader.subscription ID. I don't really know, but what we are gonna do, guys, I'm gonna figure this out off the stream. But for right now, what we are gonna do is I'm actually going to do the backend part so that we don't have to do it off the stream. So what should happen after getting activated, right? Because this one, I think is gonna take me some time. Like it's gonna take some thinking as to why this is not working. Let's see if somebody has the solution online. Sorry, on the chat. Let's see. Brush type for me after the startup project, create new live stream topic on Django REST API. Maybe. Yeah, I made CC checker for the CNV checkers. At the moment I see those errors, I'm going to smash my computer. True. Pricing URL is not available. No, it's available. No reverse matching. It's just getting messed up at this active thing, right? but basically it's not able to find this like URL thing. I guess what we can do instead of this, I mean, I don't want to, but let's also see if we can just do this, like activate, and then we can just maybe create a variable. Like we can create a variable and call it URL current equals to, then we can just write activate. And how do you like how do you add strings? Do you just do plus? I don't know. Data dot subscription ID. Guys, do you do just plus if you want to concatenate to remove sub ID equals to data dot sub? Use simple data dot sub. Really? Okay, let's try that out. I'm just gonna cut this one out for right now, and instead of this I'm gonna remove sub equals to, right? And let's try this out, maybe it will work. Let's reload this. Yeah, it's still not working, man. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you. Str data.sub id. I mean, it's already in string, so I don't think I need to do that. Man, can we redo it? Undo cut. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to write it again. So current URL. Okay, let me just try something out, guys. Variable current URL equals to, so I'm just gonna write activate, and like this, and we're gonna do str. I guess we can do str. If it's string, it will again get converted into a string. And instead of using this manual thing, right, we can just use our current URL and unresolved variable subscription ID. Why is that, man? Do we need to do dot or do we need to do plus? I don't really remember. Use let instead of variable. Yeah, I guess. Alright, let's write this one out. Alright, but what happens? Let's actually subscribing with the new account that we created, right? Man, we have to log in again with our business account, but I don't remember the. Alright, let me go to just PayPal again, developer.paypal, and log in into dashboard. Let me just log in into it off the stream. Alright. And then inside our accounts, so this pop-up should have opened up, right? I need a personal account, so I'm just gonna use this one. Let's close this. This is the one that we just created. So view and edit account. And let me just copy the email. Paste it, where? Yeah, paste it over here. And see the password. This again, guys, this is like the fake password and username, so don't worry about it. Just log in. So basically PayPal gives us, for testing, these personal accounts have some like money inside them, like fake money. Yeah, if it's just a string, just add it without str. I think it should be a string. Let's see. So now we can, this is $10, perfect. Let's just click on continue, agree and subscribe. let's go back to our where did our did I no, this is our build with Python page, right? Okay, so at least it's going to slash activate, and then it's actually showing up this subscription ID, right, which we wanted. But what's the error? Activate got an unexpected key argument sub ID. It shouldn't have, because in our views.py file we have added the sub ID over here, right? Oh, the name needs to be the same. Damn it. Let's just make it the same. So this will fix it up, guys. I'm pretty sure. So what I'm gonna do is, I know it shouldn't be in like lowercase and everything. I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. So I'm just gonna like go like again. I don't want to like go through the like whole thing of payment again. So actually it's working, because you can see the subscription ID at the top over here. So now what we need to do inside our so first is done, send the subscription ID to the activation page. So this is done, because inside it's inside our views.py file. So the first step is done. So let's cut that out. Create the student model for the user that has subscribed, and save the student ID to student model. So because now we have the student ID, so we can just create the first student model, right? So we are just gonna go to our utilities.py file, and I've already done this for this one. So I'm just gonna call this subscribe method, and yeah, I'll probably do it like that. So let's go to our views.py file, and if I look at my, yeah, this is the one. So I'm just gonna copy this, and I'm gonna paste it inside our activation one, subscribe request. So this will automatically make him subscribe to the student model. And what I'm gonna do is inside our models.py file. So if you guys don't know what's inside my utilities.py file, the subscribe one. So it's basically enrolls the user and unenrolls the user, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. And inside our models.py file, we have to, inside our students model, we have to add another over here, which says sub ID equals to models dot character field, yeah, and max underscore length. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but I don't think it's gonna be more than 30 characters. So let's just cap it out at 30 characters, right? I mean, yeah, you can ask people to subscribe to this channel, but only 14 people are watching right now, so I don't know. But yeah, guys, I would really appreciate it if you haven't subscribed. Make sure you subscribe to the stream, to the channel. It will really, I really appreciate it. So yeah, let's go stop and let's run make migrations. Hopefully everything is clear, guys. If there are no if there are any doubts, feel free to ask in the comment section. Provide a one-off. So I guess what we can do is let's stop it, and we can delete all the where is our yeah, where is this? So inside our student model, we can delete all of them. Oh, let's first do run server. Null equals to true. Yeah, I know, but I don't want it to be null equals to true. So that's why I'm going to delete everything from admin. No such column. Okay, fine. I guess we can just add null equals to true. Null equals to true. Because at the starting, yeah, for right now, I guess I can just add null equals to true. I guess we'll have to make migrations and then migrate. And then migrate. Someone send you a scam email. That's funny. What do you mean by a scam email? Dude, I was talking to this guy who was scamming me, and I knew he was scamming me, but it was so much fun to talk to him just for fun on email. I'm interested, you know. So let's run the server. And this is the last thing we'll be doing, guys, because I think we have already streamed for 1 hour 40 minutes. So let me just finish this up. We are gonna finishing these steps at least inside our where is it, and save the sub ID to the student model. Let's complete these 2 steps at least. So yeah, now we can go inside our admin panel. Let's reload. Yeah, and now what I want to do is basically delete all of them. Delete students, go. Yes, I'm sure. Yep. And now if we remove null equals true, I mean, we don't need to, I guess we don't need to like remove it. We'll just let it be there. So yeah, create the student model for the user subscribed. Yeah, so whenever activate is there, it's gonna send the subs like request, and inside our we also need to send the sub ID. So we are gonna add the sub ID over here, and say inside our utilities.py file we're gonna add our sub ID. And because we are going to be using it a lot, that's why I've added it in utilities.py file. I basically created a utilities.py file. And what I'm going to be doing is, because I can't show you like a lot of secret API keys and everything, right? So I'm going to be saving them inside this secret.py file. And I'm going to be praying to God that I don't open this up. Otherwise, I'll have to change all of them. Alright, whatever. So yeah, now it also needs a sub ID. So I'm just going to add sub ID equals to sub ID. That's it. And this should get saved inside the database. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I think that should work. So let's discuss the flow again. All right, so instead of this, I'm gonna write current URL. So, and let's also copy this, paste it over here. All right, so what it's gonna do is it's gonna take the subscription ID, add it after activate, and it's gonna send it to current URL. So it's gonna go to our urls.py file, it's gonna get the sub ID, send it to views.py file of activate, and it's gonna just print this out on a screen just to test it out. Then we call the subscribe functionality, which basically adds it to our where is our utilities? Yeah, it basically enrolls the user, it saves it all this information, right? And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then it returns a page of activate.html that this page has been activated. So let's actually, maybe we can try it out once more, like, but if there is any error, like, we'll do it next time. But actually we can just try it out for once. So we'll go to pricing again, and let's pay it through, and I need to create another account over here. So we are going to create another subscription account, another personal account. So let's create an account, personal. Let's click on create, and we are going to go over here, view and edit account. Let's see, alert active distress affecting production performance. What happened, bro? Where is my freaking account? What the heck? Okay, let's do it again. Create account, create. Maybe the PayPal service is not working. Yeah, so we have got a new account. So let's actually view and edit this account, and let's copy this one, copy this from here, and let's actually try paying it. PayPal subscribe. So guys, if you don't know, there is also this this debit card option. So if you want to pay through debit card or credit card, you can like pay through that. The option is still there, which I feel is pretty chill, right? So let's open this up. Okay, this is taking too much time. I don't know why. I mean, it's on sandbox.paypal.com, and I think it's trying to log me in automatically or something. All right, so now, yeah, like I can do all this stuff. Yeah, if you have a credit number and everything. I think there should be an India option also, right, over here. Where is India? Yeah, so I think this should work for Indian users. Yeah, this should work for Indian users. Alright guys, so let's actually try out the PayPal subscribe option. Mohammed, welcome. Actually do a celery tutorial with bulk email too. I'm trying to do it but getting weird bugs. Okay, cool, sounds good. Arman, to be honest, for backend web dev, I just prefer Node over Django, but it's my opinion. Like, I don't know really Node, so I mean, I have no like comment on it. Agree and subscribe. So let's see if it works or not. We have created a mobile app if you're on Play Store. Security, yes, PayPal do work for Indians. Yeah, PayPal works for Indians. I don't know like why, like at what point like people will stop using like Google Pay and everything. All right, so this is the active page is there. All right, perfect, perfect. So now actually let's go to our manage.py file and see if it has been printed anywhere. All right, the subscription ID has been printed on our screen, and when we send the subscribe request ID, it should create an account for coder45 because yeah, it should automatically create and subscribe coder45. So all right, and now you can see the enroll option has also gone, but actually let's check the backend also once. So now we have, because we deleted all the students from here, so let's reload this, and now coder45 has been automatically added, and so its subscription ID is here. So perfect guys, so this is working. I think we did a lot of cool stuff today. I think pricing is very interesting, like just to figure out everything. And yeah, so we did both of these two things today. So let's go to our planning.md and see what's our status. So redirect the user on activation page, save sub ID and sub time also on student database. So we have to do this sub time thing, but I think this is done. Make sure that the approval is secure. Yeah, so what we are going to do tomorrow is, or day after tomorrow, is that we are going to call. So for example, if we I think I'm not going to go into it today, but we have to actually make sure that the payment has been made by the user or not, or is it pending or stuff like that. Then we also have to create this unsubscribe button. Yeah, from PayPal interface. Yeah, we have to do all this stuff. So yeah guys, I think, but cool, Django is awesome. Yeah man, Django is awesome. Like we did like so many things, and it has happened like what, 2-3 weeks, and I've only streamed for like what, 12 days. In 12 days we were able to create like such like a cool like looking website. Like that's crazy. Like imagine the things that we have done, right? We have created the comment section and pricing page and everything. I mean, I think it's like, I don't think like web development has been this fast like before. It's just crazy. Yeah, I'm always amazed at like what technology can do. Like we created so quickly. It's looking pretty good. Yeah guys, so I guess today it's pretty much it for this stream guys. Django is very easy to start and do something big with less effort and fun. Yeah, once you understand like concepts of it, it's very easy. And for example, if I was creating websites with Django like all the time, this would be like so easy. This website will get built in freaking one day. Like if I'm doing web development daily, right? It's my like permanent job. This would be like so easy. Django is awesome. MSA class, yeah man, it's freaking OP. Arman, hey, have you ever tried making a new programming language? Yeah, I thought about it when I was a kid, but then I'm like, what's the point, right? And like I have to be actually motivated to do it. Like everybody, like I think every person thinks about it at some point on his life. Like let's create a new programming language. Like I don't know, I didn't like the idea. Django is easy to start. Yeah, may I know the reason you chose Django instead of Flask? I mean, for Flask, like whenever you need to create a REST API, I think Flask is very easy and very quick to do. But whenever you want to create a big project, I think Django is much better. I guess you're also familiar with Flask a little bit. We created app for NASA space apps in a day. Yeah man, NASA space apps is pretty fun. I remember like my college days. Anyways guys, this is pretty much it for this stream. If you haven't liked the video, please like this stream. I would really appreciate it. It would help reach other people, this stream. So yeah guys, this is pretty much it for today's stream. Peace out. Have a great night. Make sure you eat some nice dinner. You know, have your stomach full and be happy. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.